Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from the Fairgrounds Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 28th of November 2024. I'm going to look featured ninth race in the Fairgrounds, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Let's look at the ninth race in the Fairgrounds, which is a featured Thanksgiving Classic. It's going for a purse of $225,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards here. We have a field of 11 horses going 1,200 meters or 6 furlongs of this year's Thanksgiving Classic, formerly known as the Thanksgiving Handicap. And I think this year might be one of the best runnings I've ever seen of this race. It had a purse increase, and it's just it's a good race this year, good quality group. With that being said, I'm going to go with the 10-horse Beau Cruz as a top selection. 10-5-1-7 for me in the superfecta. 10-5-1-7 super. Top selection 10-horse Beau Cruz is four-year-old by Creative Cause. Al Stahl Jr. trains. Jeff Loveberry gets the mount. They ran the horse most recently in the Commonwealth at Keeneland, 7 furlongs, 6th of April, and he won by 2 1/4 lengths that day. And he had a dream tracking trip on the front end. He quickened up nicely, and he went away with it. 96 Buyer, best of his career. That was a good run. Coming back here off the bench, Al Stahl doesn't have the best numbers off the bench, but I think this horse, if you look through his running style, he's run decently off the bench. I think he could, find the winner's circle here today. He has that forwardly pace, which I think should suit him well. He ran here on the 12th of February, most recently at the Fairgrounds, mile 70, an option 50 claimer. Around 2 turns, he finished third by half a length that day, and he just kind of stalked that day. He moved a little bit late. Maybe one more ground, but he got around the race course well for it being his first start since the Iowa Derby of 23. That came at Prairie Meadows over the mile 16th, where he finished 8th by 18 lengths that day, and he just never showed up that day. He completely hit the wall. Something must have would have missed, because you can see the horse now after that for about 6-7 months. And then prior to that, at Ellis over the mile 8th in the Mount win, he finished third by 5 1/4 lengths. He was with him early on, but then just completely crumbled. But he likes running here at the Fairgrounds. On debut, he had a decent place in the winter of 23. Came back to run in March of 23 over the mile 70 in the main special, where he won by a baker's dozen, basically. Having everything his own way, he took off clear and came back to win Derby weekend at Churchill in 2023 quite easily by 3 lengths. I like him cutting back a trip. He's training quite nicely. He could win here. I think the 5-horse Montalcino, can't speak today, pardon me. It's been a very long week. It's always that week of Thanksgiving. It's when you work, it's you don't get a lot done, and it's just a very tiring week. So pardon me if I can't speak. But Sherry DeVoe trains when Jose gets the mount. This horse is 2 for 2. He won on debut on the 1st September at Saratoga, going 7/8 in main special weight. He won by 10 lengths that day, and he really took off clear. After that, he ran on the 4th of October at Keeneland in a launch race for 100,000, where he won by half a dozen that day on the pace driving. He again really took off clear. He's training quite incredibly at Keeneland. Another horse, a 4-1 in the late pick 4. I'll use him on the ticket. He could definitely get a piece fit. But to recount my selection for the ninth from the Fairgrounds, it's the Thanksgiving Classic. Gonna take the 10-horse Beau Cruz. Give kudos to the 5-horse Montalcino. 10-5-1-7 super. 10-5 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.